Okay, so before we start the lesson and learn more about functions, I just wanted to go over how to use the start code that I've given you. And I'll include the start code in the description of this video, which will be this link right here. So the first thing I want you to notice is that I am logged in here with my fake student account. So this is like you guys, right? You're logged in with your student account. And then when you go to the URL, it'll take you to my start code, right? This is my profile or my organization, and then this is the repository, Functionize Vivaldi demo start. Okay, and then I'm also logged into GitHub Desktop. If I go to options here, you'll see I'm logged in as my fake student 733, and everything is good here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this template, right? This start code whenever I give you a start code, I'll make sure it's a public template because that's the easiest way to share code. And when you have this public template, you simply click use this template. And it says, great, let's create a new repository from this start code. Our owner is me, the fake student, right? I'm going to create a new repository in my account. I'm going to call it the Functionize Vivaldi demo. And I don't need to call it start. I'll just call it, this is the actual demo, and I'm going to do the code along, right? Then I'm going to make this code. So this is Functionize Vivaldi lesson. You can make it private and just add me as a collaborator later to share it. And we hit create repository. So this is now copying my start code into a repository, a private repository of your own. And there it is, ready to go. Okay, so now this repository is in the cloud, right? It's on GitHub, but we want to synchronize it with our computer. So whether you're at school or whether you're at home, you're going to synchronize it with your computer. And we do that using GitHub Desktop, right? So I'm actually going to close this for a second because when you have a repository on GitHub, but it's not on your computer, an easy way to do it is just to click on the code button and say open with GitHub Desktop. And give it permission to open GitHub Desktop. And now it says, hey, this is a new repository. I need to make a clone of it, a copy of it onto my hard drive. So I'm going to choose, I'm at home right now. So I'm just going to go to my desktop here, and I have a CS20 folder. Okay, so I'm just going to select that folder. So it's going to say clone this repository, right? Fake student Functionize Vivaldi demo to this folder here. And I say, great, let's do it. Clone. And it should be cloning. Oh, it's probably taking a little longer because I actually have some songs and a bunch of images here, so it's a little bit more. And maybe my internet is just really slow right now. My home internet is always isn't always the best, unfortunately. Okay, there we go, finally. Okay, so Functionize Vivaldi demo is my current repository. Remember, this is my fake student account. It should be synchronized now. Now we can go ahead and open this in Visual Studio Code. Yes, I trust the authors of this folder. And let's just make a quick change. Actually, let's just go to the main.js. Here's the start code. Student copy. We'll just add that. I'll hit save. And now when I go back to GitHub Desktop, it says, hey, look, you updated main.js. I can rename this to whatever I want, but I'm just going to go with the suggestion. I say commit to main, and that's now created a history, right? I've got my initial commit and the one I just did right now. And then I hit push origin, and that push origin is what sends, like I made changes on the local files that now push origin synchronizes it to GitHub. So if I go here and click refresh, it should say, hey, look, main.js had this 21 seconds ago, main.js, and it now has that student copy there. Okay, so that's how you can, whenever I give you start code, you make a copy of the start code into your GitHub account, and then you can synchronize it using GitHub Desktop with your local computer and your GitHub account. Okay, hope that made sense. In the next video, we'll actually get started with modifying this code. We're going to functionize it. We're going to make it better using functions. Hey, hope that made sense. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.